Hello, hi there. My name is Sunil Yadav. I'm going to talk about how we can use Spring Boot Cloud Stream to consume and produce messages with Apache Kafka. So let's get started. So basically, I'm going to use one of the example like they are providing here in Spring Cloud Stream example, and I'm going to use how we can use so basically in this lecture I'm going to targeting how you can use partitions, and you want to put that particular record or event, you can say that particular partition, dedicated partition, like so that you can you reading the data from the same consumer group concurrently from different consumer, right? But sequential, what do you mean sequential is, suppose if we are passing, right, the event id, or you can say some uniquely identify that particular record, and if you are putting in the same partition, that means they are going to read sequentially. So the problem is happening, suppose if you have a lot of data and you want to maintain the order in some manner, like you don't want to go the same set of data or same type same event, right, to concurrently, you want to put, so like process sequentially one by one the way you receive, and similar way you want to consume. In that case, we generally use partitions to put that particular record or that particular event id in dedicated partition, so that there will not an issue while you are reading concurrently. So how you can do that using Spring Cloud Stream? So I'm going to explain that part. And somebody might be don't know the Kafka. So Kafka, what is Kafka and where you can get all the resource for your learning, I'm going to share with you. So basically, what is Apache Kafka? So this is most popular tech stack these days, and people are using in production. And so why, what is the Apache Kafka? So we can see this official website, right, kafka.apache.org. You can see the definition here is more than 80% of all the Fortune 100 companies trust and use Kafka. Apache Kafka is open source distributed event streaming platform used by thousands of companies of high performance data pipeline, streaming analytics, data integration, and mission critical applications. So like 10 of out 10 manufacturer using, 10 of 10 banks, 10 of out of 10 insurance provider, 8 of out of 10 telecom, they are using these days. So what you achieve basically using Kafka, like high throughput scalable, you can scale, right? So deliver messages at network limited through output using cluster of machines with latencies as low as 2 millisecond. You can scale, like many brokers, you can create permanent storage stream of data safely in distributed durable fault tolerant cluster, high availability, right? So those are the feature you're going to get it if you are using Kafka, right? Interested by a lot of companies actually. Okay, but this is the Apache Kafka page, but Confluent, one of the company behind it, supporting and building these days a lot of features. So if you go to confluent.io, developer.confluent.io, recently I think yesterday they launched this dedicated page. If some developer want to know, you learn more details, so where they can go and visit all the resource. So generally if you come to this page, you will get all the details, so what you looking forward. And what is the Kafka? So CTO, like Jay explained all those things. So like what is Kafka?
Milliseconds of that
Like
data being created. Kafka can connect to systems to capture streams of data, store those streams, process them as data arrives, and transform them into new streams. And it allows other applications and systems to connect and consume these streams of data in real time.
so, yeah, you can refer all these videos and learn more about the Apache Kafka, and like what does Kafka do. Like, so you see the ecosystem basically. So this is the Kafka clusters. You have like brokers, and you can use create event APIs or table using KSQL app. You can connect with the app and like export the data events, like import data stream of the data. So many connectors we have, so supporting. And if you want to use the like a technical stack like Java, Python, Go, .NET, all the programming language you can use with this one. Build pipeline you can create, right? Like data pipelines, Kafka Connect, KSQL, and use operator, right? You can use Zookeeper, like we can use like Kafka without Zookeeper, Kafka performance, so many things. All the detail is mentioned, and you can go to learn all those data, like all the details basically, how you can use it. So I'm not going to explain all those things. You can go and refer all those. Might be in future lecture I will cover one by one to explain, try to explain you. Okay. So the use case for this video, we wanted to provide the data to that particular partition. So before that, what is partition? So if you can say that is, so how data is stored into Kafka. So if you want to first use the Kafka, you need to create a topic, right? So in topic you need to provide how many partitions. Partition is basically like storage, like the has key, like you going to have like p1 to p2 p3. Suppose I have 4 partition, right? So it's going to create 4 set of partition, right? And each partition going to be have offset value one by one. You're going to insert, so first in first out, like, and suppose you have 2 producers, so some going to produce into partition 1 and some going to produce into this partition 3 or 4. So depend upon what mechanism we are using to produce the data, which partition I wanted to produce the data. So it depends upon the producer, if they wanted to dedicated partition or they don't want to put into undedicated partition. They're going to randomly choose whatever partition is available to put into that partition. Kafka internally, like, they choose how you're going to put into that partition. So similarly, if you wanted to concurrently consume the data, so you need to create a consumer group, right? One consumer group. Under that you can run 4 concurrent consumer, right? Because you have 4 partitions, so you can consume all the data independently, right, without blocking. So you can achieve those things, right, if you are using partitions. So what I'm going to explain here is, so if you see the example here, in this example, if you can download the code like Spring Cloud Stream sample, if you Google it and you go to GitHub page and download and go to this page, basically, right? So if you go to this page, like this folder, actually partition sample, so Kafka partition, we have consumer and partition. So what we are trying to do here is, so suppose if you don't have Kafka running locally, you can use this command docker -compose -fd. So it's Kafka going to available for you, so it's going to run for you. But I'm using like command line CLI, so I just say like Confluent local services start. So it's for me started Zookeeper, Kafka, schema registry, Kafka REST, right? All those details for me for local development. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. So actually I'm using Cloud Stream. So what we need to do, we need to use the dependencies of Spring Boot. So this is my Spring Boot started parent, and like you can see 2.4.4 and Spring Cloud version, like you need to choose, right, what version you are going to use. So under dependency management, you need to provide like Spring Cloud dependencies, right? And then like Kafka binder, right? So you need dependencies. Spring Boot web, I don't think we need web. Okay, so these details I think we have already. So for let's go for producer, what we need to do. So here, I think similar dependency we have, nothing is like consumer, you have the same dependency, nothing here is much. Now go to source, right, and under Java, so partition producer here, right? So what we are doing here is we're not doing so much code, so I think so we have created this sample. Okay, so here we can see we have list of data here, string array of data like fs, and we are trying to use put into this partition like partition 0 or if single character, and 2 then put into second partition. So this is kind of hashing, like, or you can say mapping, we are trying to put into that particular partition. So we are going to generate, so this is we are using like a supplier functional interface. Like supplier means, because you don't need to do so much things for Spring Cloud, you just use a functional interfaces like produce or consume the data. So here we are using supplier, like we are sending data, producing data here, like list of data, you get the value, and use the message builder, right, to with payload you put the value, and here we are using the header, right, partition key, and here we are sending the value dot length randomly, whatever is getting here. So value dot length is going to put into it. So random dot next int is we are generating next integer depend upon the data on length, this value, this is the array of the length, and we are putting here this length key and value here. And if you see here the resource application.ml file, so the name you gave that particular producer here is the generate. So generate, you need to put generate minus hyphen out, because you are producing, not consuming. If his consumer is in but his producer out, and you say hyphen then 0, okay. And destination is my topic, that going to the producer going to produce the data in this topic, and we are putting here is like partition key expression. So whatever length we are getting from the header, like from the header value partition key, we are doing -1, right, and we are saying partition is going to be 4, right. So this is producer part you need to do, and in consumer it's very simple. Here I am saying in, right, because your listen method have listen for, and suppose here you wanted to auto add partition, so you just say auto add is true and minimum partition count 4, and listen in, or like this is going to be consumer, right, and party, this is the topic name and it's the consumer group name, correct. And then what we are doing here you can say here we have started the consumer because we need to consume. So this again functional interface with the v annotation, and we are consuming that particular method. It is going to run always once you start your services, and you are going to receive from the partition what payload you received and what is the partition ID. So we are getting from the header as well that particular partition ID. So if you do command p, you see the partition ID, you will get it, okay, received partition ID. All right, and how we can start these things, I think if you go to this page readme, right, here they are saying first you need to clean the package, go to this folder, start the consumer, then producer, right, that's simple. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start the producer, right. So no, this is consumer, first consumer, let's run the second consumer, right, and let's run the producer, okay. And make sure Kafka is running, right, locally, otherwise it's not going to be, you will see the error. So now you see the HO received. Let me clear the page, Control L. No. So now you see we are getting the data, right. So producer is producing the data here, right, sending GOG for randomly we are sending the data GOE, like so here two consumers running. So go received from partition 1, right. So you see things is happening, right. But one thing here is sometimes very difficult, to write the code or partition strategy to put that particular partition. So how you can do that? So that's a question, because you don't want it to care about, right, for you to put into that particular, you just care about this event ID, suppose I am receiving, that will always go to one partition, so that uniquely going to be sequential, suppose if we are getting more than one data. So how can you do that? So it's really beautiful, like here is really good article, I think I have put it in Spring blog, right. So if you go here and see the detail, like so we have put it all the detail, like how you can use the partition key and partition count, right, and what partition strategy you can use to make sure it's going to be that particular partition. But So those details is mentioned here, you can refer it, but for me it's very easy, right? I don't care about what partition is going, but for me it's only event IDs matter, correct? So if you wanted to always go to that particular message into one partition, you just use the Kafka header dot message key in place of Kafka, partition. So what I need to do here is I just need to go here and let me stop this okay, this consumer producer is fine, because producer is producing no, producer is also need to do that, because producer is going to produce, right? So that particular, so where we need to do that, so let me see. So here is the partition 9, and here we are using the partition key, but I don't want to use this producer partition key anymore. I just wanted to do the message key. I will explain what is the message key. So what do we need to do here? For me, I just wanted to use the value, right? Whatever value I'm sending, I just wanted to use that value as a key, right? So I'm not going to use the partition key. I'm going to use the message key. So this is my message key, okay, and I'm going to send the value as a key for this one, so not length, okay. Now what I need to do, I need to build it, okay. So for build, I'm in clean package, so it's going to build it, and I'm going to use the message key. So why is message key is important here until it's building? So sometimes it's confusing to think through the partition keys and the actual message keys is going down. The wire through the actual Kafka topic to use on the Kafka record as they is done through the different mechanism. The above partition key and selections simply ensure that partition key is chosen and based on that partition key, and actual partition is selected on the Kafka topic. But how do you send a key with the record when producing? Here again you can choose two options, like simply you can use this one, but so the Kafka actually the message key used internally. So I have seen here like Kafka default partitioning mechanism will be triggered. Now here you can see if you don't provide the partition key expression or partition key extracted bin, the Spring Cloud stream will completely stay out of the business of making any partition decision for you. In this case, if the topic has more than one partition, Kafka default partition mechanism will be triggered by default. Kafka uses default partition. If the message has a key, this is an important thing, then using the hash of this key for the computing of the partition. So this is the very easy way. You don't care how is going to be use the key, and you don't need to drive actually. So if you are putting the message key, then it's very easy, to for Kafka, to assign that particular partition key. You don't need to worry. So here is build is completing hopefully. It's taking time. It's almost done. So this will be very easy to do that. So let me see. It's completed. Stop now. Yeah, it's built. Let's run it quickly. We'll show you sample consumer 908, sample consumer 9099, and producer. Yes. So let's see, it's going to be run. So I'm not using partition key. Like partition key, I'm using message key right now. So let's see. So greeting from Kafka. What happening? So okay, cannot convert to byte. Okay, so I need to use serialization. Okay. Okay, I will cover this one in next lecture because I need to put here the partition key. deserialization. Okay, so we'll do that in next lecture. So thank you so much for your time. Hope you like this video. I will explain this in next coming lecture. Thank you so much for your time.